Let me ask you a question. What do you think will happen to you at the end of the day? Besieged by zombies. 2 was robbed on the road. 3 trusted people were sold. No, it's the end of you. My apocalypse is full of girls. For example, this pure, soft, cute girl. Like this hot, long-haired blonde. For example, this mature, uniform girl. And of course, the lovely Lolita. What? You asked me which one I want. Excuse me. Adults don't make choices. I want it all. It is said that it can type the following words. You can also have one of the above. So here we go. Inside a convenience store, a dead fat man with a knife stuttered to the clerk lady. Tell me the password of the ICP card. Mrs. Scared. Quickly get all the items out of the cash register. I didn't expect this dead otaku to have lost. He walked towards the lady with an obscene face. This scared the lady a lot. Fell straight to the ground. The lady grabbed the screaming machine in a panic. If you come again, I'll call someone. Dead otaku yelling proudly. The louder you are, the more excited I get. Otherwise, there was a loud noise from behind. A handsome figure appeared at the door of the supermarket. It turned out 10 minutes ago, there was a zombie virus outbreak. And it's the soldier who survived the zombie holocaust. And this research institute has been surrounded by zombies. I complained angrily. This hateful institute has nothing. Surrounded by zombies. The gain is not worth the loss. I am ready to sacrifice. Pick up a pineapple and plan to die with the zombies. With a loud explosion, I fell down. I thought my life was over. However, a strong energy fluctuation came from above the research institute. Immediately after, the time backtracking system started up. I was teleported back 10 minutes before the outbreak of the apocalypse. Meet a dead otaku indecently ripping off a beautiful woman's coat. You think you can do whatever you want. The system made a countdown sound. Only 10 minutes left. Dead otaku saw me. I thought I had a fake gun at my waist. He thought I was here to steal the lady from him. Put down the cruel words now. Who knows, the next second a bullet flies past his head. But I don't have time to avoid him. Just scram. He'd plop on his knees and beg for mercy. I kept shouting, "Don't come here." Come again and I'll call someone. Too much nonsense. I stunned him with my iron palm. Then I turned and walked towards the beautiful woman just now. Seriously, ask and tell me. Where is the warehouse? Beautiful woman innocent. The tremor pointed to the distance, and I said, no more nonsense. Go straight to the warehouse. As a thank you, I threw a hairpin to a beautiful woman. Her confused expression makes me feel the more I need to help her. The lady blushed and said, "Thank you for saving me. This is the key to the warehouse." And I caught it. If you're lucky enough to survive, one day in the future, I can grant you a request. Time is running out. I pushed open the warehouse door and took a look. It's full of supplies. God help me. I immediately took out the storage ring. One operation. Absorbed all the supplies in the warehouse. Time is fast. Eon power control time. Material collection completed. And then the ink came back. Explode at the end of the world. Fallen Leaf City where zombies are everywhere. These two punks are surrounding a woman. They're going to sell it for food to eat. Woman begging. I hope someone can save him. But now there are other people around. Two punks ignored his pleas, approaching him slowly, with a shameless smile. Just when a woman is desperate, a dazzling beam of light descended from the sky. A handsome man stood right in front of them. And this is our hero. Accidentally traveled back 10 minutes before the doomsday broke out. He just finished scouring the supermarket for supplies. After, the vortex brought him back to Fallen Leaf City. I didn't expect to just come back. I just met this scene. The two punks said obscenely. The louder you scream, the more excited I get. No one can save you. Hear this line. It makes me feel a little familiar, as if I had heard it somewhere. Women are so excited to see me. I was finally saved. Women are born quickly. Want me to save her from the clutches of these two people? I took a closer look. I didn't expect it to be a beautiful woman who just traveled through the past. I am also unequivocal about the clerk. Since I owe you a favor, I'll pay it back now. But these two gangsters said to me arrogantly, where did the fool come from? How dare you care about our Axgand? After the apocalypse, there will be many such scumbags. I've seen it before. Now that I've encountered it, I'll clean it up. Two thugs saw me with double knives. There was also a strong aura exuding. I can't believe it. You're actually an awakened. The two punks knew they had kicked the iron plate this time. I want to kneel down and beg for mercy, but it's too late. I went straight to the thunder stunt I'd been practicing for 2.5 years. The two then went out of business. Only the beautiful woman looked at me in confusion. It's all dead. I want to get close to him. I didn't expect him to don't seem to remember me. And I explained to him, don't you remember? The supermarket before the end of the world still wants me to issue your card. Beautiful women remember. I asked in surprise. You don't seem to have changed much. I don't have time to explain too much. Just say that I promised your request before. And now it's coming. Come with me. This girl in the apocalypse is really unlucky. She just came out looking for something to eat, but was taken by these two gangsters. I planned to exchange her for food, and I just crossed in front of them. Who called me a good young man? See this kind of thing. Of course there is injustice. The lady with the gun is easy. Just press them to the ground and rub them. Just when I was about to take him away, Susan proposed. Can you go and save my boyfriend? Joji, we owe the Axe Gang usury. They are after us. We made an appointment to meet here. But he hasn't returned yet. Something might have happened to him, I replied expressionlessly. I only promised you one request. I just saved you once. And I have a vague feeling. Your boyfriend may have already betrayed you. You were sold by him and help him count the money. Susan firmly believes that Joji will not betray him. At this moment, his belief is firm and unshakable. Suddenly, a voice across the silence. Where did the people go? Take a closer look. It was actually the leader of the Axe Gang who showed up in person, followed by several subordinates, including Joji. Susan was ecstatic and shouted Joji. That's fine. All right. Joji responded that Susan, it's so nice of you to be here. I didn't expect it. Then he turned to the gang leader and said, my girlfriend is here. She is still a pure girl. After I pay off my debt, how much food can you give us? Susan's mouth opened in disbelief. Joji's performance stunned him. The leader of the Axe Gang said with a wretched face, your boyfriend is not kidding. He has sold you. Just for a bag of braid. All this made Susan unable to hold back her tears any longer. Say it's impossible in disbelief. Joji loves me so much. How could he possibly sell me? Joji said disdainfully, to tell you the truth. I saved you. Just to sell you today. The reason why I haven't moved you. Just to sell for a good price. I've done this many times. At this time, Susan directly covered her face and cried. The leader of the Axe Gang smiled and walked towards Susan. Come here, baby. Brother, this brother will love you well. Just when the gang leader wanted to reach out and grab Su Shanshu, I'd put my hand in front of the helper. I don't care what's between you. I have to take him away today. This is a little brother shouting. You're courting death, aren't you? My eldest brother is the leader of the Axe Gang. The voice has not yet fallen. I've cut through the air with a knife. The younger brother fell to the ground. If you don't get out, don't blame my subordinates for being ruthless. Do you dare to believe in the end times? This delicate sister is trying to follow me. He was willing to recommend plastic surgery. It allows me to do whatever I want. Brothers, do you think I should accept her kindness? Just now, facing a group of people from the Axe Gang, I'm not afraid at all to give them a slap in the face. I kill them a clamoring home. A bunch of people from the Axe Gang saw that I was capable. Start to step back slowly, but the boss of the Axe Gang is also a capable person. Wang Tim was taken aback. I didn't expect this big fat man. It is also an ability. Big fat man. How can you lose face in front of a group of younger brothers? This is the turf of labor and management. Hand over the chick behind you. I can give you a decent way to die. Wang Ting's eyes are full of fear, whispered. Hand me over? I don't want to implicate you. I smiled back in disdain. In the future, you only need to remember one thing. That's in a world where people are inferior to dogs. I am the only one who will keep my promise. The big fat man saw me, rushed towards him. Sarcastically, your body is indestructible. You can't hurt, until I looked at the knife in my hand with contempt. I smiled indifferently. Swing the knife lightly. The big fat man couldn't believe it. I didn't expect my confident defense. So vulnerable. He fell to the ground like a dream stick.